We're just waiting for Misha and Jared's panel, and right now they're just announcing the new photo op schedule because it's been changed. It's really loud in here, so they probably can't hear a word I'm saying.
We have to subtitle it.
Yeah. YouTube does subtitles, but they're really terrible. Like, they automatically do subtitles. I have my Misha and Jared photo op with this one. This you. Right. And we're still kind of undecided on what we're doing. We're probably going to hug one each, or we're going to do a group hug. That's like the plan. I kept Jared because reasons, and this one gets Misha because reasons. I would happily take both, but unfortunately she has paid for half of it, so she doesn't deserve a hug too. Maybe I'll escape and just get the photo done with that. I'm not that mean. Cliff might be doing photos and autographs. If so, I will hopefully be getting a photo with him. I've also got Osric, and I've got like every single autograph.
No, you don't.
Oh my god, Richard Spade Jr. And Becky! I mean, Emily!
Emily and Chuck, whoever the hell are you?
Asylum 10, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sad. It's the last full day, and I'll probably cry later. Like, all day I kind of just want to cry, and last night I cried, like, on my own while my mum was asleep. It was really depressing. Yeah. It kind of hit me last night that I hugged Jared and Misha, so I just sort of started crying at 1 o'clock in the morning, which wasn't very good. And, yeah. I might go by the Random Act School again and maybe buy some stuff. I don't know. Just as long as I don't spend my Asylum 14 ticket money, because I'm definitely coming back. No matter how stressful this has been, I'm coming back. Hopefully Jared will come back too at some point. I'm cast today. My mum had to do my tie for me today because I did it wrong. I was like, Mom, I can't do my tie. And I really didn't take many pictures last night. There's nothing really happened. Like, we saw Osric and we saw Ty and stuff. And they played Jensen's Eye of the Tiger dance on screens. And me and Sophie ran in and started reenacting it. It was great. And they played Get Lucky twice. And yeah, I'm just gonna shut up now. This is literally the first time I've been out all day. Like, my eyes aren't just like hurting because I've been inside all day. It's all over. We just had the closing ceremony. I haven't vlogged since yesterday. I don't want to go home. This is like the 5th time I've been crying this whole weekend. Yesterday, I think I vlogged just before the party. The party wasn't that great, to be honest. We only stayed for a little bit. Today was amazing. So in the morning, we went to Misha and Jared's panel, and that was one of the best panels I've ever seen in any convention, any ones I've watched online. It might have been factored by the fact that I was there. But it was amazing, and I kind of wish I'd asked a question, but I don't know what question I would have asked, so I had my Misha and Jared double with Charlene, and basically we got a big squeeze, and he just went in and was like, group hug, and sort of staged towards Jared. Like, I would have, if I'd had it on my own, I would have had like a hug with both of them, but obviously it was Charlene too, so yeah, sharing. So she said that she'd have Misha and I'd have Jared, so I hoped I had my arm around Misha, I had my arm around Jared, because I was almost sort of hugging Charlene, but I was like, nope, I want to be sort of like touching Jared at the same time, and it was like so tight and squishy, and then Charlene blinked, which I suspect was on purpose, and so we got it again. We got 2 hugs, like big sort of squishy hugs. And then I picked up my Mark Pellegrino and Misha photos. I'm really happy with them. Like, I'm really happy with like every photo I've had. I'm sorry. I then sat around in panels for a little bit. I think what did I? I think I sat in a little bit of panel, but it wasn't a panel. It was just clips of things on the TV. So because everything was running late because Jared's and Misha's panel started late, and Jared was late, so I think it overran slightly. So everything was an hour behind schedule. So I then went to my autographs and met Adam J. Harrington, Gabriel Tigerman, AJ Buckley, and Osric. I didn't get Ty's autograph, even though it's included in my ticket, because by that point my mum had got me some food and I told her to wait outside, and it was a really long queue and it took a long time, and like I didn't want her to get annoyed, and I did have other things to do, like I had to go and get ready for my Osric photo and that, so I had to just leave because his queue was not moving. I think Ty came back just as I finished my Osric autograph, so I did miss that one, but hopefully he'll come back to another one so I can get one then. They were all really nice. Adam asked me how I was, and I asked how he was, and he said, am I enjoying my time at the convention? And I said it was my first one, and he said it was his first one, and so I was like, oh, well, there you go, and he shook my hand. And then I went to Gabriel, and he was asking me if I had a good time at the convention. I was like, yeah, well, I've only cried twice, so you know, that's a start, although now I've cried 5 times. This is what happens when you get too emotionally invested and love to Padalecki a bit too much. Sorry. So Gabriel was like, oh yeah, well, you know, it's early days, you know, good job. And so then I queued for AJ, and he asked me I asked him how he was enjoying his time at the convention, and he said it's really good, and he asked me if I was having a good time, and I said, yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, then I queued for Osric. Yeah, I went to Osric, and I told him I really loved his cosplay yesterday, and I kind of told him I squealed a bit about it, and he found that funny. However, he didn't offer me any flying saucers. He was offering other people flying saucers, but not me, so yeah. I don't know if I thought we weirded him out, or if he just forgot because my comment was so funny. Yes, and I sat in panels pretty much the whole afternoon. I got in when it was Ty's panel. No, I didn't. That's a lie. I went to Misha's panel actually. I thought I missed Misha's panel because I took so long queuing for the autographs, but actually it was Misha was like starting in a few minutes, or he'd just come on stage, and so I got to watch his panel because I really didn't want to miss that. Cause the main reason I was there for Misha and Jared, to be honest, and so I didn't want to miss anything with them. I watched his panel. His panel was really good. He said about how West, someone asked if West and JJ were friends, like, you know, buddies, and he said that they haven't really hung out much, but West doesn't like Jensen, but he's really quite close with Daniil, which I thought was adorable. And also a story about when he was at a barbecue at Jensen and Daniil's house, and West was only just 1 or under 1, and he crawled into a swimming pool. Misha made out like, you know, whoops, but I think in real life he would have freaked out. Stuff happened. Oh, he said that we are his like favourite community of fans. To me, he said this is my favourite crowd. You know, you guys are the best. But this stays in this room, so sorry, Misha, I just broke down. Oh, gross! I'm so sorry. Oh, before Misha's panel, they said that there was going to be photo ops with Cliff, who is Jared's bodyguard, and so I was like, right, I'm going for this. It was £20, he just went to the door, gave over the cash, and yeah, I had a photo with Cliff, and apparently it was Jared's idea, and he was like having great fun with it. Someone needed to have a photo retaken. He was like, "Oh yeah, sorry, my hair got in my eyes," and everyone was laughing because he has no hair. And then he got to me, and I think the person before me, he was like, "Oh, you're really little," and then he got to saw me and went, "You're even littler." And I was like, "Yeah, well, compared to Jared, I am pretty small." I'm sort of amazing myself how confident I've been with the guests, including Jared, especially Jared. Yeah, there was Misha's panel, and then I went out. I'm confusing myself so bad. It was my Osric photo next, I'm sure. And so yeah, I have my photo with Osric. I can't remember this in complete order, so if it's wrong, I'm sorry. I had my photo with Osric, and I gave him a hug, and he was like, "Hey," and it was funny because, like, yesterday he said "hey" to me twice, and he probably recognised me for my weird comment about his cosplay. I'm sorry if you can't hear me, because there's loads of shrieking going on. Oh, there's loads of people sitting down there. Yes, then I just sat in the panel to watch the afternoon, because there was, nothing else to do, to be honest, and so yeah, I sat there and I was listening to Ty's panel, and then Sebastian crashed it, and it was actually Sebastian's panel. I think they must have rejigged things around, because Ty was originally clashing. He was originally doing a photo op, he was originally doing a coffee lounge and a panel at the same time, which obviously wasn't going to work out. So he obviously switched. I think I was the last little bit of Ty's panel. I found out he grew up in the care system. I didn't know that, and he was talking about how he became, an actor, and how he wanted to be an actor, and, I didn't really know much about him, so it's not that I didn't respect him, but I have so much more respect for him now with, his story, and I think we made him cry, and so Sebastian crashed it. It was amazing. Sebastian's panel was amazing. I don't think he was properly in one yesterday. He crashed AJ's and then came up to me. And he crashed Ty's panel, and Ty went, and someone asked him, he's hilarious, may I add. If you ever go to a convention and Sebastian is going, do not miss his panel. His panel is amazing. It's not PG rated, it's obscene. But I was quite sad around that time. I'd already cried that day because after my Misha and Jared double, I just started crying. It was my last thing with Jared and Misha, and yeah, so I was quite upset. I was like, it's gone so quick, and that was my last Jared and Misha op, and it was over really quickly, and yeah, I just wanted more. That made sense. Yeah, Seb was hilarious. He got this girl. This girl was asking me a question. She said that she was finishing her first year of. Oh, it's a fairy. Make a wish. Sorry. Yeah, it was a first year musical theatre student, and so he said she has to sing something, and so she's singing "Do You Want to Build a Snowman?" But then Seb made up his own crazy version, and then he wanted her to sing "Let It Go," and it was incredible. She started singing it, he kept going, who knows the words, and she just started singing, and then the people on the little DJ thing, they started playing "Let It Go," and so she was singing "Let It Go" amazingly, and I was singing along, and loads of people were singing along, and Seb was dancing around. It was just brilliant. It was amazing. And then we did the Harlem Shake. He was like, who wants to do the Harlem Shake? And I was sitting next to two girls that I don't know, and loads of people stood up to do the Harlem Shake, and they didn't, and I did, and so I was just next to them, dancing like a crazy person. It was so funny. Just before Seb finished, well, actually it was when Seb finished, Osric and AJ came on for their panel, and they finished Seb's panel by singing "Get Lucky," which I'd heard he's sort of famous for. He's done it at the Insurgents convention last year, and so I'm not going to be able to think of that song without him now, thinking of him. Osric came past me and gave me a high five, and it was just awesome. It was just amazing. And then it was partway through Osric and Ty's panel, I did leave because I really want to get some internet, because I wanted to upload my photos of me and Misha and Mark Pellegrino. So yeah, I we went to go queue to collect our photos. I went and collected my Misha and Jared double and my Cliff photo because my Osric wasn't quite ready yet. And it took so long, and we got back and it was just before the opening ceremony, and I was sitting there wanting to cry already, and then I did. I wasn't cheering or anything when they were asking questions like, have you had a good weekend, because I knew I'd start crying. I wasn't cheering any of the guests when they came on because I knew I'd start crying. And then Misha came on, and just like he did when he first came on stage on Saturday, started crying again. Like, you know, came full circle, like, cried when he arrived, cried when he left, and then I couldn't stop crying through the whole thing, and yeah. Sophie was kept saying, it's next year and you're going in October, but that's not the point. I'm not crying at the fact that, oh my god, I'm going home. Well, I am, but I'm not crying because, like, it's as if I'm never coming back, because I am. One way or another, I'm going to be coming back to every convention I can. Sorry. The reason why is because I don't want it to end. And although I've only known Supernatural for a year, like literally, I started watching around April time last year, and nothing has affected me more than Supernatural has. And Jared and Misha mean the world to me. I couldn't quite believe that. For the moment I bought my ticket, from the moment Jared was announced, I still couldn't believe that I was going to meet them. And it's all become real, it's all happened. I was sure that I was going to, like, pass out. I was sure that I was going to, like, cry in front of them. Even though I have cried, it's not been in front of them. I was just so sure that I was going to cry, and then I get to them and I didn't. I was totally confident. And I spoke to them, and I hugged them, and I can't quite believe I hugged them, and I just can't quite believe it, and I can't believe they're going to read my letters. And I've spoken to them, because I never ever really thought I'd meet Jared Padalecki, but I did. And it was amazing, and although you know, there are things I regret so much, like all I said to Jared and all I said to Misha was, I wrote this letter for you. I just wish I'd said more, but I suppose that was half the point. The letter was that I knew I wouldn't. I just wish I'd said thank you. And I kind of wish that I'd asked Jared for a hug in the photo, because he kind of didn't hug me back, but that's because I didn't ask. You know, I hugged him, that's good enough. I should stop thinking about all the things I didn't do and just focus on what has happened and how grateful I am for that, because I am. I'm so grateful, and I can't believe it, and I really hope I get to meet them again. I think it's a high chance that Misha will be back next year. I'm not so sure about Jared, but we'll see. Maybe we'll get Jensen. Hopefully not Jared and Jensen at the same time, because I can't afford that. I can't believe everything that's happened this weekend. And it's literally a dream come true. And I'm kind of thinking that when I get home, I'll be expecting, like, to see, you know, Jared Padalecki walk down the hall, or see Misha with Seb, and all that. And I hate to end these vlogs on a really, like, a complete downer, like, complete nosedive. But it's back to reality, and basically time to start saving for Asylum 13 and Asylum 14 and my cosplays, and hoping to God that Jared comes back, because I don't care how much short time you get when you meet them. I don't care how fast it goes. It's just the fact that it happened.
and Jared and Misha now have letters from me. Hopefully they'll read them. Hopefully like they haven't sort of just got rid of them sneakily. I just want them to know what a difference they've made, and I might not be a case as bad as other cases. Like, there are a lot of people who they've, literally saved their lives, like depression, and, brought them away from suicide and self-harm. They haven't done that, but it's still important what they've done for me. Yeah, and I don't care about all the organisation. I really don't. People are saying they won't come again because of what's happened this weekend, but people are saying they don't want to come back after this one because there's sort of organisation problems, but I am. I've made amazing friends, and I've had an amazing time meeting Jared Padalecki, Amish Collins, and Osric, Mark Shepherd, Mark Pellegrino, all these amazing people who have helped bring Supernatural to life. This is almost half an hour long of me just rambling and crying. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed my vlogs. I'm sorry to end it on this complete downer, as I've said. But despite this face and this reaction right now, just, if you want to go, then go. It's expensive, but it's worth it. I spent £200 on Jared Padalecki alone, and I don't regret a thing. I got to hug him and put my arm around him, and I got to give him a letter, and I've got to have 2 autographs. I've had 2 photos with him now, and I've spent, I don't think I've spent as much on Jared and Misha, but that was because Misha was slightly cheaper, but I got basically the same stuff. I got 1 photo, 1 double with him and Jared, 2 autographs, and yeah, they're both amazing, and you can tell they just love their fans, and they love what they do. So yeah, I'm thinking of making a thank you video for Jared and a thank you video for Nisha. I might not do it now, I'd rather not be crying, but I might end up crying anyway. So yeah, I think I'm going to do a video later once I've calmed down with all my autographs and all of my photos. It's a little show and tell. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I think I need to eat some food now and calm the fuck down, because God, post-con blues are not fun. I don't want to go home. Jared is in London right now. He came into Seb's panel and everyone was screaming, like everyone was going nuts. And it was because he was saying goodbye, because he left to go to London so he can see Jen and he could see Thomas and Shepard before they went to bed. I don't know when they're going back to America, but they're in Rome next week, so they'll probably stay in Europe. Incredible time. Incredible time. I'm gonna shut up now. I think tonight I'm just going to stay in my room and calm down, because although there's like a get together downstairs, I don't think I can face it. I'll be crying the whole time. And the point of it is not to be crying, but I will be crying, because I can't stop crying. Everything is making me cry. Just thinking about Jared is making me cry. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm really sorry how long this is, and come to a convention, or I hope if you've been to this convention, I hope you enjoyed it too. So yeah, bye.